you like our new intro.
I love this new intro.
If you don't know what Waffle Squad is, we talked about this in our friendship episode. Basically, when you find amazing friends that you love and are good for you,
Just make
you
waffles.
gotta make waffles together. So get yourself a Waffle Squad.
Those are your tight friends, you know? You're tight with them.
Oh yeah, your Waffle Squad.
Yes.
But yeah, it's a new week, new episode.
Also, it doesn't matter if you guys like it or not. We're gonna keep it anyways. So.
Yeah, exactly. Waffle Squad for life.
Hashtag.
It is on our Instagram, so make sure to use Waffle Squad
Yes.
as much as possible.
Absolutely.
But what is our topic this week, Melly?
Fear of failure. An amazing topic.
Yeah.
By the way.
/ 5 people who inspire us.
Yeah, you're right. I keep forgetting that part.
Yeah. This topic was suggested by our friend Jonathan Laser.
Thank you so much for suggesting this.
Yeah, we put a little thing on our Instagram, and then we also added this 5 people that we inspire us at the end too. So it's gonna be good. So let's just
awesome.
get into it. So yeah, let's just start.
Okay.
I'm gonna have you start because
Okay. So, we're also pretty chill this episode, just so you guys know. We're at Emma's house, and
Yeah.
we're legit just,
laying on my bed.
and recording the episode, so.
Yeah.
Pretty relaxed. Anyways, first question. When is, like, the time in your life where you experience, like, max fear of failure? And in which area of your life?
Oof. Good question. Okay.
Thank you. I made it up on the spot.
First of all, I just want to say that the first thing that comes to my mind, I actually do not have an answer for your question, so this is what I'm just going to say.
Okay.
First thing that comes to my mind when I hear the word fear of failure is that it's paralyzing. And I think we don't realize how much it holds us back, because the fear of failure actually prevents us from doing something. And because we don't do that thing, we don't see the outcome of what would have happened.
Yeah.
And I think, in our Gen Z world, in our generation, failure is so, like, looked upon, like, so badly. Like, oh my word, don't fail. Like, okay, if you don't do this, you're definitely not going to be liked, or you're not cool. And we've talked about this in so many episodes. It can happen in, like, almost every aspect of life. But
True.
There's that pressure of, like, don't fail, don't mess up, You gotta be liked, you gotta be cool, you gotta have friends, you gotta have enough followers, you gotta have enough likes or comments. And we just do things so it'll bring us, validation. And I think that's why, like, so many teenagers, like, search for things and just bad things, like, whether it's,
Because they feel they can succeed.
Yeah. But I wish that we would look at failure as a good thing. And I know that sounds interesting, but I think the more we fail, the more we learn.
Ooh, yeah. Slay queen. Pop off.
And, yeah, I just think that failure needs to be something that, we're not afraid to take risks. That didn't make sense. Okay, here's how I want to say it.
No, I got you. That the fear of failure shouldn't stop you from doing stuff.
Yes, exactly.
And from, like, having new experiences.
Exactly.
And, yeah, you're right. Because in most areas of my life, fear of failure is a very defining thing in my life. And I still do it to this day. Fear of failure is a major part of my life. And it should not be. Kids, don't make fear of failure a big part of your life, because it sucks. So, I've always had it. Fear of failure, I've always had it. I've always been super competitive, wanted to succeed in everything, and whatever it was, I just wanted to be number one. I mean, that also ties in with competitiveness, but I also just wanted to make sure I wasn't letting anyone down.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I was like, well, my parents did this and this and this for me, so I should do this. Yeah. And if I don't do this, then I'm a terrible daughter, or something like that. And when it hit me super hard was in 8th grade. And in 8th grade in Romania, I think I've mentioned this before, you have this big exam at the end that determines to which high school you go to. Pretty big deal for, an 8th grader. So that's when fear of failure absolutely paralyzed me. And mixed with the COVID situation, it was in the first lockdown, nobody was going outside. I couldn't cover up fear of failure this time. I couldn't express it any other way. And it really took a toll on me, and it's still, like, I'm still recovering from it, and it's 2 years later. And I'm just glad God brought me, you know, the maturity and opened my eyes and was like, that's not okay. That's not how you're supposed to be living. You're not supposed to be living in constant stress and in constant fear of, like, well, if I don't do this, then I'm going to mess up, and that's going to disappoint a lot of people, and, like, just straight up overthinking. So I'm glad God opened my eyes to that, and that life is not going to be easy breezy, and it's never going to be easy breezy.
Yeah.
So don't try to make it simple. This is a Matthew McConaughey quote that I saw on Instagram. So, and he was saying that you shouldn't try to make life simple, because it's not, and it never will be. But your attitude towards it will make it simple.
Definitely.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
I'm glad.
And I love that you said that. Because I think sometimes we look at fear of failure as like, okay, fear of failure can only be in these areas of my life.
Right.
But I think we don't realize how much it affects little areas of our lives.
Every day. It affects you in every task you do. Like pouring milk in your cereal.
Yeah.
Like, I was afraid to pour milk in my cereal for a while. No
I was
joke.
afraid to cut cheese for a while because I cut my finger cutting cheese once. And I was so scared to cut cheese again after that. But I'm recovered. I'm good. I cut cheese very well now.
Trauma has healed.
Oh, yeah. Cheese is great. But I think that, yeah, I want to make decisions. I want to take risks as much as possible. Because, and that doesn't mean it's easy. It's so hard. It's like, you know, and it's real.
Well,
when you're, that's true. When you're faced with this, like, decision of, like, okay, I can take a risk now, or I can hold back.
Oh, yeah.
It's way easier to hold back, and I've done it, and that's okay.
Oh, I still do it sometimes.
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Absolutely.
But there's definitely areas of my life where I want to be like, okay, I'm going to take this risk, because I could fail right now, and this could not work out the way I want it to, but I know that when I fail, I'm actually going to learn something from it.
Yeah.
And it's going to be worth it. So I think you have to fail to be able to succeed.
Yes.
Because, you know, people, I mean, look at our generation. We idolize celebrities. We idolize influencers. We idolize all of these people because of, you know, what they do, what they're good at. You know, these actors because of their acting. These musicians.
They look perfect.
Yeah, because of their music. These, you know, TikTok stars because of their day of the life videos look so perfect. And we idolize them because of where they've gotten. But what we don't see on Instagram
is all the failing.
Exactly.
And crying in their room or in the shower or like under the bed sheets.
Yeah. I mean, if you watch, okay, I think Shawn Mendes is amazing. Super talented.
The documentary?
It was good.
I saw the documentary. I just didn't know much about Shawn Mendes.
It was a little cheesy, but it was good.
It was a lot cheesy.
But I think he's amazing.
Yes.
But I think the best celebrities are the ones that are real. And I think if you watch Shawn Mendes watching his voice crack videos, it's so encouraging, you know? Especially for me, like, as a musician, you know, you see this amazing, talented singer who's, you know, record deals, you know, amazing albums, you know, famous, won awards.
Amazing voice.
Yeah, exactly. But what he's actually very open and vocal about is actually, my voice cracks. It's true.
Well, he also went through puberty during his big
it's so funny.
star. So he's like,
But all of these people that, you know, worked so hard to get where they at, they actually had to go through a lot of failure before they got there.
Yes.
And I think, it's encouraging to think about that.
Yeah, and when I'm just gonna hook onto something you just said. When failure it can use as a lesson. I'm just gonna use a drum analogy real quick.
Go for it.
So. Because of my fear of failure, I usually stick to the same pattern in drumming. And if there are drummers out there, you know what I mean. You stick to your comfort zone a lot. And my comfort zone is leaning towards metal or rock. Because that's the first song I ever learned on drums, and that's simple, and it's quarter notes. It's, you know.
That's what you know.
Yeah. But then my drum teacher brings like a Latino song, which is also like super pop-ish, and it's 16th notes. It's
Those
like
are really fast for non-musicians.
yeah. It's like 16 notes. It's like a double pedal. It's like
I don't know what that means.
it's when you have two pedals and you gotta use both feet.
Oh no, that's
it's
really
used
hard.
a lot in heavy metal, but in this case I had to use it, and I was just like so uncomfortable. And I would play on the acoustic set, and my teacher came up to me and was like, "You are not hitting the drums hard enough, and you're not getting the rhythm because you're afraid that you'll fail it, and you're failing it before you even started that way." So, fear of failure makes you fail, and that's the hard truth.
Yeah,
I can't put it any way nicer, because I'm just gonna say that one more time. Fear of failure, and if you have anxiety and fear of failing before an exam, a concert, whatever, a date,
a decision, whatever it is, yeah,
you already failed.
Yeah.
Because you are going in with the mindset of failing.
Yeah. And guess what? It's okay.
Absolutely, it is totally fine, but it's not good for your health, and it causes you stress, and then you're anxious, and then who knows what that can lead to. It can lead to medical problems, and it could lead to severe mental problems, severe medical problems physically. And because I've seen it happen to people. It happened to my dad almost, what, was it 2 years ago? And it happened when he got COVID, like, you know. So it's very important for you. It's good to stay humble and, like, not go as in, like, ha, I'm the best and I'm not ever gonna fail.
Definitely.
But go with the mindset of whatever happens, I'll learn something out of it, and God has my back.
Yeah.
So whatever happens, I can't do anything that will make him not love me. Because
really good.
Everybody on earth may not love you, but you still have that one person that no matter what you do, dude, he's gonna be there.
Yep.
Whether you like it or not.
Good. Super good. And I think if we start looking at, if we look at our lives from the perspective of, like, actually, I'm doing great. I mean, obviously, it's important to be real with yourself and be like, yeah, I'm not doing great sometimes. But I know it's helpful for me, at least, when I look at a situation that's not going the way I want it, it's really helpful for me to look at it and be like, okay, this, and this isn't working out, but I have this, and this, and this, and I know it's going to be okay.
Find the silver lining.
I don't know if this is helpful for you guys, but, like, if I'm feeling discouraged, or, like, I feel like nothing is going right, or I want to get better at this, I will, like, just, like, think, like, just look at things that will bring me inspiration. Especially when it comes to, like, music. If I'm, like, writing a song that is just not going the way I want it to, I'll kind of think about it and be like, how do I want this to go? And I'll kind of, like, listen to the music that inspires the song and kind of, like, get me back going. And I think it's important to, like,
find those references.
Yeah. And encourage yourself. I think encouragement is, like, the most helpful thing for me. Yeah. Like, my love language is
words of encouragement?
Like, words of affirmation and, like, physical touch, I think. And also quality time. But, yeah, words of affirmation are really big for me. And so, like, I need some, like, affirmations. And, like, my friends know this about me. So they're very, like, aware of it. And they'll be very, like, intentional to send me little messages or, like, call me. And I think this also brings us into, like, people that inspire us. Or, like, at least people that are really important to us. It doesn't have to necessarily be someone that inspires us. But, yeah. Who inspires you?
Me?
And why?
Oh, that's so smooth. That's such a great transition. Good job. I just fist bumped at her for those who, I mean, nobody will see us anyways. So.
I love it.
So 5 people who inspire me. So, as much as I don't want to be cheesy, I'm gonna say it anyways, just like every actor says on, like, those Google...
Jesus. No.
Well, yes, but, like, human people, my mom and my dad are my first inspiration. Because, like, they've done so much.
Yeah.
But not as in, like, for their kids. Like, they've done a lot for, like, me and my sister, my siblings. but they've also, like, they've been through some stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
Being some missionaries in the communist Romania in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Our parents are
Yeah.
legends.
Oh,
the reason me and Millie are friends, because our parents were friends. They were both at each other's wedding.
Yeah.
Her parents were there when my parents got married.
Mm-hmm.
My parents were there when her parents got married. I mean, I
History
have
goes way
pictures.
back.
I have pictures of your dad and my dad holding both of us as babies.
You
I don't
should
know where it
send me
is,
that
but I
picture.
need it.
Oh, I need it.
But they're amazing, and
Yes.
I would have to say that too.
Yeah, parents are number one. And even though, like, I kind of hate it when actors say that in interviews, like, oh, my parents, like, my mom's my inspiration and stuff. For on the moment, it seems like, oh my gosh, again. But, like, it's so true.
So predictable.
Yeah, like,
But it
it's
is
so true. And there's no other way to put it. So the two of them are definitely my biggest inspiration. And also Eugene, I feel like he falls in the same category. So Eugene is my dad's cousin, but we call him Uncle Eugene.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He's amazing.
So Eugene, you better listen to this.
Love the guy. He's just like such a cool dude, and we have such good conversations. And he's so level-headed that, you know, when you can't have conversations with your parents, he's the person to go to.
Mm-hmm.
He's the fun uncle that
Mhm.
everyone loves. So
I love it.
And so those I would like to put those three in one
Okay, go for it.
because they're like family
They're
members.
Family inspires us.
So another person that inspires me, I had a list. And
I don't know where my list went either.
I don't know where it went. Who else inspires me?
Here, why don't I say something
Yeah.
and we can keep switching?
Okay, that sounds.
So a lot of people that inspire me have been on this podcast. We're not talking about my family because my family's awesome and they inspire me 100%. But first off, if y'all listen to the Purity episode,
Oh.
Purity Part 1, I mean Purity Part 2 was great too, but
Yes.
Hosanna Comer, she's amazing. She was one of my first ever like leaders that like really like pursued me and spent time into, I don't know, just like, yeah, mentoring me and like seeing how I'm doing, and just a really big part of my life and my growth. She's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And so she definitely inspires me. She's also really encouraging for me. I feel like when I was saying like my friends are so encouraging, I'm 100% talking about her. She's
Mhm.
always like, I don't know, when you know someone well enough, they like know things about you that will like really,
Yeah.
you know, she'll send me a text every once in a while and a picture of like her drinking coffee, like where we used to drink coffee together. And like it's just the sweetest thing. And I feel like the people that inspire me the most and that I feel the most encouragement from are, you know, people like Hosanna and my friends that I definitely admire people that are like famous and stuff, but I think the ones that inspire me the most are the people around me that are a big part of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And she has been a big part of my life, and she's amazing.
Yeah.
So she definitely inspires me.
I like that. Yeah. I'm gonna bounce off of you quick and say some of my friends.
Oh, Emma Stafford's super cool. No, I love it.
A big inspiration for me, of course, I value all my friends, just as a preface. So I don't favor one over the other.
We
Like,
hate all of our friends. They all suck. I'm kidding.
I value all of my friends and stuff. I just can't talk about all of you, so I'm just gonna pick one, because everybody brings an inspiration.
Yeah.
No matter who it is, everybody does bring an inspiration. So I'm glad I mentioned that real quick. But a big inspiration for me is Rebecca Rus, and we had her on the last episode, right?
All of these people that inspire us are going to be on the podcast.
Yeah.
Because we think that they're amazing.
Yes.
So you know who these people are.
So Rebecca Rus is just, what I admire about her a lot is how she is just like so strong.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes through a bunch of stuff, and she's
also really honest.
Yes, she's super honest, and she's just like, she is an introvert, or ambivert, which, you know, but, yeah, she's just amazing, and she's just, like, so headstrong, and she's always so convinced of her beliefs and stuff, and I appreciate that a lot.
She's awesome. Another one for me is also on the podcast. Carling Peck. She's also one of my favorite people. But yeah, like I said, she's been a really big part of my life, really encouraging, really helped me through some stuff, and like all of these people have just been leaders in my life that I think I really look up to. Her as well, Kelsey Swanstrom. She's a queen. She was also on the podcast. All these people. But yeah, those are some people for me.
Mm-hmm. I think I'll say one more.
Okay,
because I just realized one. So there's two people, but they fall under the same category for me. I mean, I don't want to categorize them, but they're huge and stuff. It's John and Jenna. Jonathan and Jenna Laser, who, by the way, congrats for the baby. Hi, baby James, if you're listening.
He probably is. He loves this podcast. Okay.
Baby James loves our podcast. Hi, James, and hope you're doing well. Hope, Jenna, you're doing well and stuff. But anyways, they're a huge inspiration. They're the people that kind of helped me through this, to find my dream of photography and videography, and especially videography. And yeah, they were just like those people, the cool Americans, you know, that are an inspiration for you. So yeah, they inspired me a lot to pursue my dreams of directing and producing. And fun fact, they were the first people I cast in a movie. So...
Because they're stars.
They are such amazing people. And yeah, they're a huge inspiration for me.
Yeah.
So.
And I think the reason we're saying all of this is the people that inspire us are people that have, one, been a big part of our lives and poured into our lives, two, have encouraged us through like whatever we've been going through, and at least all the people I've said have been major parts of that, and three, also have really encouraged our passions.
Yeah.
I just want to talk about Kelsey for a second.
She's amazing.
She's amazing. She was, first of all, she's been my acting teacher. She's been my voice teacher. She's been one of my most amazing friends. She's the kind of person that has always encouraged me in music and just taught me so many things practically about music. And I think I can always call her and be like, hey, can you help me out with this song? I just send her a voice memo and hey, what do you think would go well here? And I think we're both super blessed to have people in our lives that encourage us in our passions and all of these things. And so this is all to encourage you guys that the people that find people like that, because they're keepers. They're amazing, and I think they inspire us to keep going every day.
And they help you with your fear of failure.
They do.
Just to tie off the episode real quick. So
perfect.
Whenever you have fear of failure and you're just
talk to Jesus.
Yes.
And your friend.
Absolutely. Yeah, in your waffle squad. Talk to Jesus in your waffle squad. And all of that anxiety and stress, I promise you will be relieved. And even though you won't realize it in the moment, you'll feel better. So go talk to your waffle squad. Go talk to your peep Jesus. And
sometimes some encouragement is all you need, so.
Yes.
Or us. We're always here to encourage you.
Yeah.
We'll FaceTime you unless you're some creepy old guy.
We can be your waffle squad.
Yeah. Follow us on Instagram.
Yes.
@ Let's Be Real Podcast.
Oh, you got it right. Good job.
I did. I always forget our @ But
So
we love you guys. Hope this was
listening.
Thank you for listening. Hope this was a good, little nugget on it. I know it wasn't super long, but
yes.
Yeah.
So
we also love you guys a lot,
Very
and we
much.
love all of our friends, and especially the people we mentioned. All of you guys. Shout out to Rebecca, who's getting out of quarantine tomorrow or the next day.
Well.
Or something like that. Who's getting out of quarantine soon.
Tested positive again.
So she'll be getting out soon. We're praying for her, but we're really excited. Rebecca got COVID, and so we're really happy to have her out soon.
Yeah. We miss you, Rebecca.
We do.
If you're listening, and I know you have a bunch of time to listen to the episode.
So you better be listening to this in quarantine.
You better listen to it on YouTube, Spotify,
and Apple Podcasts. All three of them.
Everything.
We love you guys. We love you, Rebecca, especially. And have the best week, guys. And our Instagram has just been dead lately, but we're gonna put some reels on. We need to make one today.
Oh boy.
But
if you guys don't know, I'm not a huge fan of the reels. Although I'm the best actor on it.
She is the best actor on reels.
After
also we also didn't say that we you inspire me a lot.
We didn't say each other.
No, we
You're
didn't.
right.
We
do.
both didn't
Just
say.
as a preface, we
inspire each other
a
exactly
lot because we work together a lot, and we just click sometimes, and we just like complete each other's sentences and are exactly on the same wavelength, and it's great.
Except for when we're both completely lost.
Absolutely.
And then we just
that's also a thing.
Smile and nod.
We're just like, that's
I
not
totally
what I
know
was thinking,
what you're talking
but okay.
We're joking. We love each other. We love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Hope you have a good week.